could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. George passes to Morris. Porter pulls it in.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his condition, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And the basket by Gordon.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's George. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Jackson. From deep, George. And Bull pulls it down.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Offensive rebound. Porter passes to Jokic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now, Jokic. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Bull fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Now, here's George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Gordon. Denver passing it around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Morris. Paul George making his last shot. Kicks it out to Gordon. Murray outside. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 11. And the wide open shot from Morris. Back to Zubac. Outside Leonard. To the middle. Here's Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Morris. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Morris finds Murray. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And again, Denver no good. Clippers trail by 9. To the paint. Fades back. Jackson misses. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. But they get it back. Morris passes to Gordon. Jokic with it. Leonard picks him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. Passes it to Morris. Now here's George for three. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defense. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had
selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And, you know, Millsap's good at getting defenders in the air with that pump fake because it looks a lot like his normal shot. But you can't fall for it if you're guarding him. That's how he burns you.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. Leonard with no one around. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. And here's Leonard from three. That one, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Morris against Rondo. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Leonard a good look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Pass to Green. Morris looking over the floor. Green dishes to McGee. Green in the post. Leonard's there. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Morris outside. The deep three from George. An absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got 5 points in the quarter. The Nuggets leading by 3. Now Morris. To the middle. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Baca comes in for Morris, and it's Batum in for Leonard. They kick it out to Green. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Outside, George. Millsap against Ibaka. The pass to Beverly. Back to Ibaka. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 5. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Rivers. Denver passing it around. Barton finds Rivers. They kick it out to Green. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Batum wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 5. Green passes to McGee. An emphatic LU jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
56 seconds left in the first half. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in him.
Rivers against Beverly. The kick out to Barton. Here's Rivers. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said. And that'll do it for...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Bowles, Murray out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 3. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Hey, you looking for a strong finish? Then Cousins is your man. Nicely done, positioning himself on that break.
Murray against Rondo. Shot, high post. Jokic with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 3. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Leonard looking over the floor. Cousins finds Leonard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb...
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
Outside Leonard to the wing on the left. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Bull can't hit.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Jokic. Back to Gordon. Down low, Bulls. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bulls got 5 points so far.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Leonard the pass to Ibaka. And here we go again. The Nuggets on the break. The feed to Bull. The kick out to Porter. Jokic. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Rondo scanning the floor. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Shots good by Ibaka.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Back to Jokic. Porter in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. For 3, Murray. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kicks to Cousins. Yes! And the foul. That one is on Bull.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Jokic. Cans the shot from the wing. 10 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jackson passes to Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Morris outside. From outside off the mark. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's George. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Paul George, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 5 down low.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
Here's Morris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Both teams will make substitutions, and Morris drops them both. Clippers trail by 3. Zubac kicks to Jackson. It's George on the wing. Back to Jackson. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Morris passes to Dozier. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Millsap has the open look. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing, rising up the block shot.
Nobody near George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And, you know, for a bigger guy, Millsap runs the break well. He does a nice job of getting into the lane in transition.
Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Morris passes to McGee, and it's good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 7. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Morris outside. Passes it to Green. Now here's Millsap, covered by Morris. McGee inside. Morris is there. It's good.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Cousins is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Here's Jokic. The shot comes out. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers trail by 7. From deep, George. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wide open look here for Murray. Sinks the triple.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
The 3 from George. And that's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray kicks to Gordon. Pass to Porter. Here's Bowl, covered by Morris. 5 to shoot, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And at 7-2, Bowl has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Shot to stop the run. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Paul George.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Outside Gordon. The pass to Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Nuggets lead by 11. Outside, George. Pass to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. George missing again.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Denver.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
The 3 from George. They get it back.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Now here's Murray. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. And let's.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now here's Murray. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Portland grabs the miss.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Kicks to Powell. Jokic against Nurkic. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
McCollum. Rebound by Murray. At the elbow, it's Gordon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Lillard finds McCollum, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. And it's Murray penetrating. A reverse. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
McCollum against Porter. It's McCollum on the wing. Will it go? Powell kicks to Nurkic. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
an active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
Basket counts.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Lillard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Team Zap dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Now Powell, following the three-point attempt by Austin Rivers. And Jokic with the rebound. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Dozier kicks to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the wide open shot from Green drains the three-pointer.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's McCollum. Off the left rim and out. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Dozier and the pass to Morris. He dishes it to Green. 6 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
But Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
There's 39 seconds left in the first. Morris dishes to Green. Dozier passes to Millsap. Lays it up off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now Lillard, 5 points in the game. The shot, no good. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to McGee. Count it.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And that does it for the first quarter. Denver on top, up 8. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so grounded.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group that Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Green kicks to Morris. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. Cantor dishes to McCollum. A second chance effort. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Morris passes to Millsap. Back to Morris. Millsap with it. Now defended by McCollum. Pass to Dozier. Millsap at the elbow. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Clock at 4. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding lift, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter, and Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Morris with the bucket.
Now, that's just how you draw it up, right? As easy as a look as they could find.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
3-pointer. And it's Simons missing. The Nuggets leading by 9.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And Simon a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Simons surveying the D. There's the dish to Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Over Murray. Portland no good that time either. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. And the basket by Gordon.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Count it.
Skilled at utilizing the pick and roll to his advantage. Nurkic moves very well in these sets.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Bull. Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Covington into the lane. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here is Murray. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Denver came ready to play. They staged a good old-fashioned ambush going on in a...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets. Now the pass to McCollum. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Lillard from deep three-point land. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 11 points.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Murray with it. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Bull. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Powell. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Murray against Lillard. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
A different look now for Portland. Collins comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And Denver also making a switch. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. Jokic with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And an intentional foul right there. Garrett Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Bernie Simons comes in for Lillard. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic draws the double. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Panthers checked in. .156 left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
That free throw good from Gordon.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Passes to Simons. And he jams it with authority.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Morris looking over the floor. Outside Millsap. Gordon against Jones. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McCollum outside. From deep. They grab their own miss. And Cantor able to finish.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Outside Gordon. Back to Morris. Fires from deep. No good. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Ennis Cantor. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Anthony. Off with the layup. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Simons, the pass to Little. Anthony with it. Kicks it to Little. Pass to Jones. Now Cantor. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green for the Trailblazers. Powell, he's jacked in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anferny Simons. 5 on the clock. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Green with the ball. From outside the arc. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Powell. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Morris passes to Millsap. Here is McGee. Morris dishes to Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Dozier. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Morris, no good. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Lillard. Inside. Cantor kicks to Powell. From 18 feet away. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Lillard from outside. Portland again missing.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up and uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard with no one around. The long-distance three is buried.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
McGee the pass to Dozier. And McGee kicks to Morris. On the wing, Green. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Canton. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Murray against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Jokic. With a step back. That one a little long, but they'll get another chance. And here are the Trailblazers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Clock at 6. Tries again. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good. So we see Denver get the win here. This was David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Paul George is out there with Jackson. And it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard with it. George picks him up, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Down low. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Nurkic. He kicks it to McCollum. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Ibaka against Covington. Tries from 16. Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's McCollum. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Beverly finds Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Pass to Zubats. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Over Anthony. Another shot. Here's Zubats. And there's the pass to Ibaka. Back to Zubats. Powell against Kennard. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Powell. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Powell's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's George. And Cousins kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Picked off in midair. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the wing right side. Powell finds Anthony. Here's Cantor. He's guarded by Cousins. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. There's the three. It's hauled in by George. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Simons following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Lillard misses. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Morris. Outside Rondo. Here's Leonard. Kicks it to Cousins. To the inside. Outside Leonard. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Lillard. Takes a three. No good with the tip. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Here's Rondo, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Out to Morris. Passes it to Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. For the three. No good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum with the ball. No good with the layup.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And it's put back up and in by Rondo.
Rondo is a clever player, recognizing how to track down second chance opportunities.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Jones kicks to McCollum. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Leonard inside, working on Jones. There's the feed to Morris. Shoots over Nurkic. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Morris.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. He kicks to Powell. Back to Anthony. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside for Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. That's a 2 from Powell. Trailblazers keep it alive. Cantor, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Powell with the bounce pass. Second chance shot. The 3-ball. Portland no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Jones comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Back to Anthony. Dishes it to McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open. Portland no good that time either. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Beverly dishes to Cousins. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Out to Ibaka. From downtown, buries it from 3-point range. Ibaka's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And a close game so far through the first. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, one area where they have had
that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Canner. McCollum outside. And the three off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Morris into the lane. He feeds it to George. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Now here's Lillard. From deep. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his fourth rebound in this one. George finds Leonard. Morris with the ball. And that one is good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Back to George. That one doesn't go. Good D by McCollum.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
Pass to George. Kicks it to Leonard. And here is Morris. Jackson passes to George. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5 now.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
George looking around. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Passes it to Covington, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Paul George. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Back to Jackson. And the basket is good. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1:21 left to play here in the third. Here's Nurkic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Kennard. Now the dish to Rondo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
And Rondo drops them both. Here's Simons, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Powell in the high post. Nurkic, the pass to Powell. Back to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Ibaka down low, covered by Anthony. Rondo passes to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard finds Zubac, launches a three, and the Clippers miss again. Here's Simons. Powell for three. That shot off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. The Clippers on top. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point.
Such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now Lillard sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Cousins, the pass to man. Kennard's shot is off.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And here's Covington to tie it up. Here's Nurkic. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Here's man. Leonard finds Rondo. Leonard against Covington. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Here's Zubac, following the score by Damian Lillard. And it's Leonard missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now, here's Cantor. Here's Lillard. A miss that time. Would have put him up. George against McCollum. The shot's good. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
McCollum outside. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. McCollum against George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, George. The pass to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's deflected. Anthony in the corner. The putback. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it.
That's his shot. Close to the basket. Had the defense on his heel. kicking himself right now.
McCollum against Ibaka. Now here's Anthony. He dishes it to Lillard. To take the lead. It's held in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Now here's George to the paint. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Jackson gets it to go.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now here's Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from outside.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
McCollum against George. To the middle. Here's Zubac. It's good!
And they do have a foul to give.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Buries the triple.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
George passes to Zubac from past the arc. He's off from 3. The putback shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Murray. Hole is out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 2. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at center. Now here's Murray. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Porter finds Gordon. It's Jokic top of the key. It's good.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Porter against George. He feeds it to Ibaka. Floats one up. George, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jokic passes to Gordon. Murray against Leonard. Back to Gordon. It's hauled in by Beverly.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's George, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Porter drops them both.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
Zubats, and it's sent back by Jokic. He gets it in there.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Murray. That one goes in.
Well, he's a tremendous shooter, is Jamal Murray, and nice to see him get to the mid-range and knock that one down.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Here's Murray. Paul George making his last shot. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's Beverly missing. Denver in the lead. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he can show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The shot's good from McGee.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Takes the three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
But they recover it. Morris finds Green. Denver the rebound. And another shot. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clippers trail by 3. Outside for Rondo. Shoots the 3. Second shot opportunity. Back to Batum from the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. A good close contest so far. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Man in at the 3 slot. Morris with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The pass to Green. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And that one drops for him. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Well, just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Millsap passes to Rivers. And pushing it up Los Angeles. The Clippers again in transition. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Really the hard work and the lunch pail mentality of a guy like Paul Millsap, who made himself into an all-star in the Eastern Conference. He's got tremendous skill and versatility.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. George looking over the floor. Back to Zubac. Plenty of space. Clock at 4. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Here's Ibaka. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Pass to McGee. On the wing, Green. Millsap trying to get open, and it's Green missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Batum attacking over Morris, and the Clippers miss again. And so Green will bring it up for Denver. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Good work from Millsap there, getting the defense up in the air and then gets the foul.
The Nuggets have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Ibaka outside. Up again. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dozier floats it up for Millsap.
That kind of shot is what Millsap is making his career of.
There's 1:54 left here in the second. Outside, George. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Ibaka in the post. Millsap covering. Ibaka, no luck.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The shot by George, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Unable to get that one. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Millsap passes to McGee. Outside, Green. Ibaka against Millsap. The shot's good from McGee. And it's 6 points for JaVale McGee.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
And George, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
On the wing, Green. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Porter is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. Gets it to fall from the right block. Gordon's got the first field goal of the second half for the Nuggets.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Nobody near George. Misses the 3. Denver in the lead, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Outside, George, out to Ibaka. All sorts of time, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Beverly against Murray. Pass to Porter. Dishes it to Bull. Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Floats it up for Jokic. It's not going to go for him.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Bucket is good. Jokic has got 6.
Big man powering to the rack. Doesn't happen much in the league anymore, but Jokic is showing us why it's still effective.
Passes it to Beverly. Back to George. Beverly, the pass to George. Zubac with it. And the dunk by Zubac.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Gordon kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Jokic throws it down.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Man's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Zubac. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Now the pass to Jokic. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Nice shot by Rondo.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Pass to Jokic. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Back to Jokic. Here's Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Rivers has got his first points in this one.
Now, something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. There's 48 seconds left in the third. To the paint.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to man. Back to George. For the lead. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. No good with the triple. Here's man. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, there's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Denver shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Kennard finds Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Kennard's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Millsap. Morris with the rebound. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Over Morris. That shot misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Green passes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now, here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Cousins trying to free himself up. No good there. Good work defensively by Millsap. Dozier kicks to McGee. He dishes it to Millsap. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a wide open look for Porter. That one wide left.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now, here is George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Here's George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bull kicks to Murray. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Zubac's the pass to George. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for George.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And here they go. Back to Zubac. George passes to Leonard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Denver leading by 4. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Murray kicks to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That'll put Paul George on the line. That one on Porter. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. There's the pass to Jokic. Murray against Beverly. The kick out to Porter. Here's Bull. No good off the back of the rim.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Got a piece of it. Outside for Murray. Pass to Porter. Now Bull. Back to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Leonard inside. Here's Ibaka.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, sport. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Jones. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the 2 guard. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. Then there's Bull, and it's Gordon in at the 3. Bull can't hit. Here's Lillard. Outside, Jones. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ball game. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here's Murray. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Now here's Powell. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Bull. Here's Porter and finished off by Porter.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nuggets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. Rivers comes in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Rivers after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Morris passes to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Unloads. Kicks it out to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Powell. And he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers trail by 4. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Here's Morris. Portland making their last shot. A rebound by Simons. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that post.
Morris passes to Jokic, and that one is off. Excellent D from Cantor. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Passes to Simons. Powell with it. He feeds it to Anthony. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. Here's Jokic. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
From deep. He can't get it to go. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Millsap passes to Morris. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Down low, here's Anthony. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Back to Morris. That's tipped. Stolen by Cantor. Ring shot on the way. And again, it's Portland converting.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Dozier. He's guarded by McCollum. A nice shot by Dozier.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
McCollum finds Canner. Inside, kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Here's the three. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Morris outside. Dishes to McGee. And there's the feed to Millsap. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Anthony. They get it back. Kicks to Cantor. The dish to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Dozier on the wing. Morris gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morris has got 5. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this team.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Dozier. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard with it. And McGee picks him up defensively.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Goes back up. Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morris kicks to Green. McGee. It's good on the putback.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Covington passes to McCollum. Anthony up on top. And here's Covington from the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Powell against Porter. 4 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. And that'll do it for the first half. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the open. And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Giles, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the small forward. Murray against Lillard. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The rebound by Giles.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Outside, Porter. To the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Jokic.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. They double him with Jokic. Back to Lillard. The 3, Jokic with the steal. Here's Porter. Count that one.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Lillard with the bucket.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
The Nuggets trail by 4, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Austin Rivers in for Michael Porter. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Offensive rebound. Outside, Covington. Simons, the pass to Canner. McCollum outside. Another shot. Anthony trying to get open. And McCollum with the layup. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
McCollum passes to Cannon. It's McCollum on the wing. Outside, Covington. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They retain possession. And Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. From 12 feet out. And no good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. McCollum off target from the baseline.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Bol.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Covington, the bounce pass. Cantor kicks to Covington, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. Morris dishes to Millsap.
Millsap's no...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, over time, Millsap has added different things to his game. And you know what I like about him most is he quietly goes about his business in a professional manner.
That's a 2 from Powell. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 2. And fourth. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Monte Morris. Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Lillard surveying the D. The 3. Oh, that's offensive interference. Nuggets trail. Now Morris. And the pass to Jokic. A putback. Lillard with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
6 on the shot clock. McCollum against Green. McCollum kicks to Lillard. And the bank shot is good.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Green, and it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Lillard outside. Porter pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
It's tipped. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Lillard against Porter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
Here is Lillard. Pass to Jones. Giles kicks to Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And they go to the intentional foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. Murray Murray outside to the paint. Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. Over cancel. And Denver again with the bucket.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Murray against Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Feeds it to Bull. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Down low. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Murray. Just 5 to shoot. The putback, it's good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Inside. Murray with it. From deep three-point range, basket good. And it's a 7-point Denver. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Covington's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Nobody near Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Now here's Powell. Nurkic finds Lillard. Unloads from 13. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. George looking over the floor. Offensive rebound. Yes, that goes in.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Lillard against Jackson. Powell kicks to Lillard. Leonard with the steal. Jumps up. And then Leonard with the dunk.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world, and you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Powell. Back to Lillard. To the middle. Nurkic, the pass to Powell. Over George. Shot clock at 5. Nurkic. It's hauled in by George. And here's Los Angeles. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Powell. And Leonard gets it to go.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The shot's good from Cantor.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collin comes in for Damian Lillard. 2 points. That one goes.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Anthony. Stolen. Left side, Leonard. Down low, Kennard. Kicks it to Rondo. He dishes it to Leonard. To the inside. Kennard for 3. Kept alive.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Down by 15. And the rejection by Zubats. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. A three-pointer off the mark. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's McCollum. And that one, good.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Rondo with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kennard's shot is off. Here's the break. For the finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And as the first... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Anthony. Also Enes Kanter out there. Derek Jones is out there with Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Jones kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Los Angeles leading by 10. A different look now for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Clippers also changing it up. Paul George, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Man gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum outside. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. On the wing, Jackson. 16 feet away. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. On the wing, Jones. Dishes it to Cantor. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Cantor. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Over Morris. McCollum no good. Los Angeles leading by 12. And McCollum on the floor. All business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player. Very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside, George. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 12. Powell inside. Jackson on him. And it's McCollum off the drive. Here's Nurkic. Back to McCollum, all alone. And the jumper is good. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Inside, outside for Jackson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. McCollum deciding where to go with it. The pass to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Jackson passes to Morris. Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. The feed now to Covington. Pass to Simons. Covington off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the shot is good. George has got 6.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Here's Covington, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup by Jackson. 5 points in the game.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 11 points. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Batum, Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. McCollum no good, and it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard kicks to Zubac. Pass to Ibaka. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Ibaka's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. Passes it to McCollum. Lillard outside. And there's the pass to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Really left alone that time. McCollum's got 10.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. Jones, no luck. Beverly looking around from deep. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And Collins subbed in for Lillard. Nice shot by Rondo.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And here is Powell. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. Now here's Powell. D right on him. Feeds to Covington. Back to Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Covington's shot is off.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Leonard, no luck. The feed to Covington. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Count the basket. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Zach Collins.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. Jackson dishes to George. For 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lillard, the pass to Powell. The offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here's George. He has 6. But Trey doesn't go that time. Trailblazers trail by 12. Kanter finds Anthony. Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Lillard's got 9.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis-Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Pass to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Fires for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Lillard. 34 seconds left in the third. Powell dishes to Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
George against Kanter. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Lillard with no one around. No good on the triple. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Nobody near George. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And they get it to double digits just.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Collins, and it's Powell in at the 3. Here's Anthony, and the rejection by Zubac. Lillard way outside, and it's Lillard again missing. Kennard on the wing. Beverly for 3. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 11. Outside Collins. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits it from three-point range.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Beverly against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And here's Beverly. Ibaka outside. Off target with his 3. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Beverly against Lillard. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. He feeds it to Ibaka. And they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
To the paint, here's Nurkic. The dish to Carmelo. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard outside. But they get it back. Anthony, the pass to Jones. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets it go with a 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. And stolen by Lillard. Jones drives in, and then Jones with the jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And closing. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
And George kicks to Ibaka. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Shoots over Nurkic. Outside, George. Good!
Wow! How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Lillard way outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Outside, George. From deep three-point range. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And it's 10
Here's Leonard. He kicks it to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. And here's George for 3. Fires the 3. The putback. It falls.
Oh, my goodness. Serge Ibaka with the killer instinct in an important situation. Love it.
Lillard off the inbound. No good. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow. All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.